Hello, so today I thought we'd make some little envelopes, but not just normal envelopes. We're going to recycle some normal envelopes into ones that you could put a little gift in, or you could actually put a card that has dimensional embellishments in them. You'll see it's got quite a lot of depth to it. It would be suitable for putting a little necklace or something like that in it, wrapped in tissue. This size one starts out as that size. This size ends up as that size. So you can see it's just a little bit smaller than the original. I've also done some navy blue ones, which again have got quite a lot of dimension. So it would be really pretty for a little necklace or something like that. You could actually create these and put them on table settings at weddings, because they stand up. You could have a little gift inside, little favours inside. And they started life as these navy blue ones with a straighter flap. The stronger the weight of paper that the envelopes are made out of, the sturdier your box envelope will be, but it also makes it more difficult for folding. So I'm going to show you with one of these, which is a sort of normal weight of envelope. What you need is a bone folder or a creasing tool, something like that, a ruler and a little pair of scissors and some PVA glue. It's a very simple process. So I'm going to just use this area here as my sort of mark. So I'm going to just put that line there, and then I'm going to crease my bone folder or my creasing tool. Now you won't be able to see it, but there is a crease line across there. It is about, let's see, 1.5 centimetres. What you could do is mark and then crease. I just find this mark on my ruler quite handy to use, and I don't have to mark all along. You can go over your crease line again, being a bit stronger, so that you know it's definitely, because what you need to do is crease through both sides. Alright, so we've got a crease down either side. I now want one at the bottom as well. Same measurement, and again nice and strong a few times. You've got your 3 crease lines. You are going to make them into fold lines by folding them up, burnish it with your bone folder, go the other way. Again, burnish it with your bone folder. Do the same at both sides. The corner bits will be a little bit more difficult because you've got more bulk of paper. You can do it slowly. You don't have to do it as quickly as this. And let's see, where's our folder? There we are. And I go right to the top, up into the flap. You could stop before if you wanted, but I just And sometimes eventually I cut that bit off, sometimes I leave it on. So we've gone that way, we'll go that way again. So you're making it so that all your folds go both ways. So we've got fold, fold and fold, one on each edge. Now this bit we're going to go, you end up with a little square here. Your fold comes down here and across there and you've got a little square. You're going to just mark with your bone folder across, a bit of muck on my bone folder, across that little square so that you're going across there. I'll mark it with pen and then you can see a bit easier. So that's one fold. That was your original fold. Right, so those were your 3 original folds, and then we're going from the inside corner to the outside corner. Again with our bone folder. So these are all the creases and the folds. Now this is the most difficult bit of the entire process. You're going to put your hand inside and you're going to go to the side and press, and it is fiddly as this, and press that so it's level. So in between your 2 fold lines, that wants to be level. You then push it in. At the bottom, it's made it easy because you've scored it. You'll get a little triangle. You see? We work our way across the bottom. To the other side, and again we have a little triangle, and then up the other side, and again you're going to put those like that. Now on these lilac cards I've got this little excess flap here. It's a little bit annoying, so I'm just going to cut that off. You won't get this with all envelopes, just some that have a little bit excess paper. And again we've got another one here. Get it round so I couldn't cut it. And again you cut it off. So you've got your 2 little triangles. You can either push them up and glue them. I tend to go underneath and glue them. Right. So we've got our glue, and we're going to put a little bit of glue just on our little triangle here, on the other one here. Then we're going to fold those to the bottom. And then on a non-stick mat I tend to put it upright, put my hand inside and press down. So I got it well and truly stuck. So there we are. So we've got our 3D envelope. Now what you can do if you want is to cut these pieces off. Or you can just leave them as they are. I don't mind, sometimes I cut them off, sometimes I leave them as they are. If you glue them down, it makes your envelope not quite as expandable. So the odd time I glue them down. So there we are, that is your little 3D envelope, which should stand up. I just need to crease that up a little bit, underneath up a little bit. And there we are, it stands up. So as I say, you could put a card with 3D embellishments in there, you can use them for gifts, you can do whatever you want. So I hope you give that a go, and it doesn't matter actually what size envelope you use. You can use really big envelopes and make them into gift bags, because you can enforce the bottom by gluing some cardboard into the bottom to make it stronger. Hello, so we've got our envelopes created. I've decorated a few. This is the little blue one, which has just got a piece of music paper and then just part of a piece of patterned paper on it. I thought it looked quite cute just like that. And I'm going to possibly put a little flower or butterfly on top of the paper clip. This is another one of the lilac ones. It's just got a little bit of random stamping, and then this is papers which have been fussy cut. I've inked all the edges. This one again is the same. This is actually drawer lining paper, but it's so pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous and vintagey. I've just done a little bit of random stamping before I fussy cut this and glued it on. And then I had this nice floral stamp, so I decided to pop that on the corner. And again, I've inked up all the edges. So I'll show you how I did those. So this is our envelope, which is an expanding envelope now. You can actually, if you press the sides in, the bottom in, and the little bits where you've glued the tabs down flat, you can get it to lie flat so that you can store them like that if you want to do. So for stamping they need to be flat, and then I'm just going to use Vintage Photo and this indigo blue stamp and just do a little bit of random stamping down the side. I do like this indigo blue one. Come a little bit further at the top, just in a little bit like that, yeah, a little bit further in there. Some of this might get covered up, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just ink the edges while I'm there, again with Vintage Photo, just to make it look a little bit more distressed and old. I'll do the rest of the edges later. Now I've got some fussy cut images, which I thought I might use. And that looks quite nice there, but it also would look nice there, and I could trim that off. Just wondering if that, yeah, that looks quite nice. And that's a change. If I ink the edges of this up, this is just torn music paper. Right. So PVA glue. What I might do is find where. Right. Need to just mark where the edge of that is. Because this will be covered by the paper. But at least I'll know where the paper is to go. At the right side. But I don't need an enormous amount. And then we'll just pop that on there. And then this will, I like that leaf, so we'll possibly have the whole leaf on there. Yeah, I think so. So we'll go all the way around the edge with a little bit. Alright, so line up the edge and the top. There we are. That edge is lined up as well. To ink that edge up a little bit more again. Now, to cut this bit off because it's surplus to requirements. Again, ink that edge up, and there we are. We've got our finished envelope. You could, if you wanted, put a little bit of extra decoration on there, which I may well do, but I need to ink all the edges up first, including the flap to the envelope. I'll just ink those up, and then I think we'll just have that on there. Not sure about the leaves. I think we'll have to stick it like that, otherwise the leaves will catch. So just have it. Looks best there. I might just go with that. Yes, we'll risk it. Just have to make sure I've got no glue on the back, and we'll just ink the back of that up, and then it isn't quite so white. There we are, and then that's the back of the envelope. So I think that looks very pretty and matches in with the other two.